course, and hopefully he can keep on progressing. He's educated, he's respectful. You can see that he's eager to learn. And right now, just judging by the result, he, of course, had a good test run, right? He would play with the ball. And maybe at first I was wondering if whether we should have him as a nine, but then I thought he should be a four or a three because he jumps and goes and gets into the box. So he may be a little well skinny if you compare him to the others who are a little bit more built. Okay, so Javier, how much do you think your strategy changed if you do not have Montes or Chavez? And in the previous game, it seems that you had already found the best 11 or top 11 that would perform on the pitch. The second one, do you know that today you're making history because this is the very first time where we see a player debuting at 16 years old in a national team? That's the first. So, well, it's not my accomplishment, it's his. I mean, it would be either me or anyone else who would just pick him out. He performed and delivered pretty nicely. So, of course, the players that you're mentioning, Cesar, in the two areas, he was great. Chavez as well. He would find the spaces. He's strong. He's muscular, and we lost him. But we have Gallardo as well. So these are the type of unexpected events that take place right here during a training. No one is exempt from an injury, right? That happens whenever you train. So we got 26 players who had a very even level in terms of performance. So the ones that started playing today instead of Cesar and Luis, they did well. So I feel with peace of mind. I did not like what happened with Luis. Montes Gallardo are leaving, but hopefully that injury is well, his surgery recovers after this surgery, and that's what we wish the most. So, what have you noticed, or what have made you decide that you wanted to have Raúl Jiménez as the main players over the remaining nines that you have in the team? Well, Raúl is experienced. He knows how to play on the back. He gives good passes. He usually gives a good pass to Vega to shot or Quiñones with Sepúlveda as well. So, like I told your colleague, they have different advantages. They all have top quality and they all score goals. If you take a look at their stats in the past calendar year, you're going to see that they have double digits in terms of goals. So, both of them. So, we decided to bring them in. We knew that, of course, we would have two on the bench, two playing, and then things get complicated anyway. But we have managed to get a very worthy team of players. We're all eager. We all cheer each other up. And I mean, you were asking me why is Santi not playing? Why is Raúl playing? Because I think that if Raúl were to exceed the expectations versus the others, is that he's older, he has more experience in international arenas. Good evening, Javier. So obviously the result is there, step by step. And again, tonight's match, did you like how it went? Do you feel satisfied and content? Yes. We had 400 plus passes, even more right than the ones we had with Costa Rica. They had 200, or Saudi Arabia, they had a little less. So we had 13 shots, 5 to 6 to the goal area, and then Luis Angel had one goal shot. And we had other positions with Costa Rica was 30-70. Here was 65-35 ball possession. So yes, I do feel happy, satisfied with our possession, goal attempts, and our positions in the field. We scored a goal, and we did not really work hard enough to score a second one. So we try to, of course, put pressure. We try to keep our goal area in zeros. So Again, we played 3 matches with this, well, invicted in that regard. So I feel happy about it. And again, we had a great halt, a great save from Charlie. So same thing needs to happen, of course, with Costa Rica. I recall that there were 5 shots, and I was not concerned because of the score, but for the sake of the team in general, it's not easy to do. But I think that we can finish it off a
Buenas
little bit
noches,
better.
Javier. Gabriela Tirado, Univisión
Gabriela Tirada
Arizona.
from
El
Univision,
equipo
Arizona.
considera
So
que hoy se
Mexico
está hablando
got the
sobre
victory
qué es
tonight.
lo
So
que
now
gustó del partido, pero qué
we are
ajustes
talking
se
about what
tienen
you
que
liked
visualizar
about
para
the
llegar a
match,
la
but what are the
semifinal y
tactical
platicamos
adjustments that you're going
en
to
cuanto a
make
lo que vio el
facing
día
and
de hoy en
towards
el equipo y
the
también en el
finale?
partido.
So not just well, to be honest, the opponent was about to finish Honduras. I did not watch that. I just saw that tie. I did not see the penalty shots. We know each other. I respect Coach Rueda. We have faced each other many years. And it is going to be an uneven field, 90 minutes, with a lot of intent, just like any other match that we can play. They're going to be intense. We need to be very careful with our details. We need to play a perfect match if we want to exceed Honduras. So, right now, it is not really clear to me what is it that I'm going to do or who's going to play. But those who did not start, I mean, we will try to offset that. So tomorrow, I'm sure that we will just start profiling our game to face Honduras and to start profiling our starting 11. But if adjustments are needed, I do not fear making them. We just need to make them. We might have 5-3-2, and well, I can tell you that, of course, we have the starting picture and then everything changes. But yeah, we have this defensive order I like. We had good transitions as well. They're really fast. And I feel that in that regard, we were right. Both Mateo and Araujo, they were playing really nicely. They are self centered. They have their feet on the ground. We did not leave room for surprises, I believe.
Hi, Javi. Lucas with Olemundo.com. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Congratulations on the win. You ready to practice your English conmigo?
Ask in English, I will speak Spanish.
Aside from the win, I'm wondering what kind of grade you give today's performance, and I'm wondering what else can be said about the Mexican fans.
A plus for both. Awesome fans.
Vamos por favor aquí atrás.
Over
Hola
here.
Javier, ¿cómo estás?
Hi, Javier. How are you doing? Good evening. So, in 3 matches, Mexico did not get any goals. You have been working a lot on the defense as well. So, how have you worked? Well, Rafa has been great. He has helped out a lot. He's so experienced as a soccer player, as a trainer. So, he suggested certain trainings. We just conduct him. We listen to him a lot. He's not just great in defense, but he also gives very precise tips for those profiling. So again, he is an expert in defense. So of course, I do not need to talk here about his career. That he's doing well. So our improvement came after repeating over and over and over. I think that that's the only thing that we could improve just by showing them their mistakes in a video and then on the field to just really make the required corrections. Of course, the players are really receptive. Mauricio, please. Good evening, Javier. We are living in a Mexican soccer that is not used to having, let's say, debuts of such young players. We're talking about Gilberto Mora. So you decided to start with him in a direct elimination game. So why did you decide that in a match like tonight, you want a 16-year-old playing? Well, I told you over breakfast, we had another possibility. And then I decided, let's go for it. And what happened? These are risks that are calculated risks. They're not improvised. He's not a player who just got in yesterday. No, he's a player. I saw him in Tijuana. He was playing. We asked for information to the sub 20. We asked Tijuana about him. So there's not a lot of risk. So the risk was the physical part. So corners and that those falls. I mean, going to the floor, and he never got scared because we know how he touches the ball. He's got really great, let's say, twists and breaking. I mean, it's really complicated to do all of that. Although he's got this natural talent, it's a gift he's got. So I I was more worried about the defense, right? So the circumstances caused Chavez to break, so I needed to decide between Charlie and himself. So I was wondering what to do. Marcel Lira. I needed to create my puzzle, and I like two more pivots and him at the front. But then my technical team told me that he would be a good defense from one area to the other. So yeah, I know that, of course, if you're 16 and if you're starting, it's not easy to do anyway. He managed to do it. He's a natural. He's a natural player. Yeah, he's a natural.
Vamos, por favor, aquí de este lado, tú.
Over here.
Y por favor, y la última, la señorita.
And then the last question for the lady.
Gavin Shippen here, olemundo.com. Congratulations on another advancement semifinals.
Appreciate it.
Games to go. Last two games against Honduras, we had 13 yellow cards and 55 fouls.
That much?
Last game was in 2024 and then 2023. What kind of game are you expecting? Thank you.
You're very welcome. Partidos duros, siempre el
Hard,
área de CONCACAF.
tough matches always here in CONCACAF zone, and they are very highly disputed and very energetic. We do not give anything away. We know each other pretty well. We are two countries who have faced each other many, many years. I have been at all types of rounds with them. I've lost many times. Mexico has lost 20 times too. We have been in pain, of course. We have suffered, but well, I know that it is going to be a similar game. We have a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. So we are going to be playing on an even field. We're not in Toluca or Tegucigalpa or San Pedro Sula. So we will try to just really play our game and try to just get into the finale.
¿Qué tal, Javier, por acá?
Hi, Javier over here. Sebastián Garcia from El Universal. So, speaking of Mora, so you're talking wonders of him, and you can see that on the pitch. But as coach of the national team, what's missing in Mexico so that we can have more of this? Well, there's a great roster of young men. I think it's sensational. I think that that's a good decision by the Mexican League because it forces you to play with very young men throughout the whole season. I think that's fantastic. The sub 20s who went to Toulon, they were playing Brazil, Argentina, to recall. Many of them are part of the first division. So what happens is that trainers, and me included, well, you may well, it's like, oh, after 3 matches, you're going to be dismissed. So sometimes it's like, okay, I do want to play with young men. Of course, you cannot only play with young men, you have to play with more experienced players, veterans, because they're going to help you out. But he's above average of any other young man, and he's a natural. He had to play sooner or later. He debuted in Tijuana. I don't know what was the age. Very young, of course. And tonight, it's merit of his. It's what he deserved, and congratulations to him and to his parents. Hi, Coach. Gabriela Soltero. Congratulations. How would you describe the energy and support of the fan base during the match? And what do you expect for the World Cup?
You see in Spanish, eh? Both of you. You see, you have to learn. You have to, it's a good example. Bueno, La afición fantástica.
So the fan base, amazing.
A plus.
Like I told him, A
Siempre
plus, fantastic. Every time we come here,
tienes un compromiso.
you have a commitment, right? I've always told the guy we are committed to these people. So they were driving for 5 hours. They spend their money. They travel with the whole family. They pay for the tickets. So the least that you could deliver to them is to run, to fight for your country. That's the least thing you could do. You could, I mean, you may lose, of course, if the arbitrator do not see something or if you mess up. But still, you want people to go home happy or to be like, oh, these black uniform guys, they are my team, they represent me, and they never stop cheering, and then they do the wave, and then they sing along. And it's really nice to see all of these flags everywhere. So we need to give them this piece of joy. That's what I always tell my players. I mean, you don't have to pay anything for it. I mean, you don't care about the score really. You have to make people feel like, you know what, they give their all. They really played and delivered regardless, right? So yes, from now on we will keep on just playing. We will keep on looking for players to have a good preparation. I think that we're doing well. We need to see how this Gold Cup finishes, and then after we get in preparation for the World Cup, we no longer have official matches. We're on the right track. We can keep on exporting players. We can keep on growing, just like the league itself, and we can keep on nourishing each other, and we can just choose the right way. That's challenging. Thank you and good night.